Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and pretty cool score. I got to see exactly what it's going to make us, but it's going to make us some money. Back here, I know, forgive that because that's some other pickups, but that's the purple ab roller, guys. The purple ab roller. Do a comp. It's going to sell. Now, that's not in perfect condition, and it's dirty. It's going to take some cleaning up, but that thing is going to sell well. Literally, it is across the street from the post office. I was just dropping off mail. Looked like they had some sort of sale going on at the U-Haul across the street. So I came over, and sure enough, it's two people combining houses. So getting rid of a bunch of his stuff that's been in storage. He says, you can take it. It's free. Yes, sir, I will do that. So even with a little bit of damage on there in the foam, it's not going to matter. I'm zero in. We're going to make money on that one. There are a couple other garage sales today, so it's already getting late in the afternoon on Friday. I'm just off of work now, but we're going to go see what we can find. So before I leave, guys, there is the sale. I didn't have any video running because frankly, it didn't look like much. And straight honesty, I've got $3 in my wallet right now. I hadn't even picked up cash. I didn't think I was going to buy anything. I just couldn't not look. Always at least cruise through, guys. You never know what you're going to find.
Oh, it grinds the peanuts too. Yeah, right. It's all fine. Gotcha. Wow.
Well, that's why that's still here. 40 bucks. 50 bucks. Yeesh. That might not be bad, actually. The shadow. I used to love this show. I think I want to actually deal with. Fish Harley, dude. $20. Everything is pretty high here. 35 for slits. It's broken. $10 on that.
20.
Let's see what we got in here. This is the kind of stuff where people miss stuff. Oh, Mix Master. Those will sell. I don't want to deal with it. Cast iron. There's an old Adidas bag. The truffle oil. It's only $1. Pretty dirty. Now. That's cool. I'd never want to try and ship it, but that's really cool. Yeah, they've priced a lot of this stuff. A lot of the stuff is right on. Home or a knockoff home? No, doesn't matter. It's broken. That's pretty cool. $30 though. Oof. I don't think it's $30 cool. Clown costume. Let's see what that is. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Pretty small. Oh, you guys, come on. He tries to. I tell you, from the start when I walked in and saw some of those high prices, I wasn't really sure, but turned out we kind of scored at that place. We paid $33.75. I think we did okay. Let's get home. Let's go over it, because for a Friday afternoon sale, we found some fantastic vintage treasure. So here is our pile of stuff, guys. It's actually piled on top of each other because I ran out of room, which is crazy for a Friday late afternoon trip to a couple of stops. We did make a couple other stops after that first estate sale. Nothing really worth filming. But I did pick up a couple of things. So we'll show you what I got from all of them. This might be the neatest thing of all, and I don't actually know how much it's worth yet. But some vintage clown stuff, don't turn it off. I know some of you are scared of clowns at the thing. Some vintage clown stuff is actually worth good money, like $50, $75, $100 money, depending. I don't think this is that much, because the stuff that usually sells for that much has like a hat and shoes and stuff like that. But this is handmade. You can see Roxanne and I were trying to figure it out. This is like a drawstring they put in the back to adjust for size. So this cinches up around your neck. And you can see in here the seams. See, there's that's a homemade seam right there. And you can tell on the sleeves as well. Somebody laid that on there and then stitched it. So this is a vintage homemade clown outfit. So this is going to go up relatively soon. Somebody may buy this for Halloween. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe before I put this thing up, probably this video up, I'll have done comps, and so I can put some kind of comp on the screen. It's hard when it's handmade, one of a kind. But I don't even know what size it is. I just got to convince my wife or daughter to put it on to try to get an idea, at least, of what size it is. And we'll have to put in good measurements of everything. So it's going to take a little bit of work to make this listing, but it's definitely going to be worth it. Let me move this, and then we'll show you the other stuff. So here's our other stuff. Okay, this was actually on a free table at the very last spot that I went to. This an old Space Jam. There's Michael Jordan. We got Bugs here on the other side. This from 1990, was it 6? Let's see. Yep, 1996. This looks like the kind of cup. It's just a little plastic cup. This looks like the kind of cup that would have been maybe with like a bathroom set, like a toothbrush set of some kind. I don't really know. We'll have to look. But my guess is this is probably you know, a $9.99 free shipping kind of deal, but super easy to list and off of a free table, why not? Same kind of deal with this. Everybody had these. My parents had these. I remember having these growing up, drinking, I think, Tang out of them. This is an old McDonald's Garfield mug. These came in a set. They can be worth some money if you have the whole set, but just by itself, probably not. It may last a while, but this is, again, probably a $9.99 free shipping, and it's a little bit heavy, so you're going to only make a couple bucks off of this eventually, but off of a free table, there's no reason not to grab a cool little vintage piece. So let's move those. This is glass, so we'll make sure that sits. Okay. Now, these are not vintage shirts. These are retro shirts, but this one, really, really cool. There's certainly a market for the Shelby, Carroll Shelby. This is a fantastic car, and people love that car. So this shirt ought to go. This is a 2X, actually, and so it'll go for a little bit more. My guess is this is a $15 shirt, so that is not bad. We paid $2 a piece on these shirts. These were at the same place as the free table cups. So this is probably going to go for between 10, I'd guess closer to $15. So that a nice shirt. And then some of these I might end up keeping because the rest of these are XL. So we'll see. We'll move you for now. An old Wheaties shirt, well, retro Wheaties shirt, Breakfast of Champions. That's kind of cool. And then we've got the North Face. This one actually new with tags. This sat there all day, guys. And nobody picked up the new with tags North Face shirt. Suggested retail price, $28. So you got to think you can get, you know, $15 out of that at least. That's a cool spell out on the front. It might actually go for closer to 20 plus shipping. That's a really nice shirt. Here we got another North Face shirt. Never Stop Exploring. Again, the spell out, big logo on the front. That's what you want. You want people wearing the brands, want people to know that they're wearing the brand. Patagonia, North Face, that sort of thing. So if it's got the spell out on it, that is good. So design on the front. And again, this is an XL. This is let's see, this one's a slim fit. This one is a standard fit. And this is I'll have to look this one up. I don't know. This one, again, this is probably $10 plus shipping. This one might be a little bit more because it is a long sleeve and it's got a patch on the front. So stuff with the patch is sometimes worth a little bit more. This could be maybe a $15 shirt plus shipping. Again, $2 a piece. So not bad on those. This one of those little McDonald's, now I'm spacing out what they're called, but they had the whole set of different McDonald's things. This back from, I don't know, was it the early 90s? Again, sort of like Garfield. If you had the whole set of this, it's actually relatively valuable. Just with one, not so much, but it was a quarter. So if we put this at $9.99 free shipping, we're going to make money off of that quarter eventually. So that a cool little piece. That's the first one of those I've come across. We might as well finish with the clothing, or at least with the shirts. This came from another sale, same place as our McDonald's low-fat milk. I don't know. I just really like the look of it. And again, this one was a quarter. Cactus Pete's Jackpot, Nevada. This is a resort in Nevada. It's got just a cool logo on the front. It's on an old Screen Stars tag, and it's a vintage single stitch. So pretty cool. It may sit a while until somebody that's been down there remembers going down there until they find it. But for a quarter, I'm going to pick up a vintage t-shirt like that. The same place, pull this out, we got this for $2. This is an Alabama hoodie. You love them or you hate them, but if you're a reseller, you pick them up because they have a huge fan base. This doesn't appear to have ever been worn. It smells, it doesn't smell like it's been through the wash. I mean, it just, there's nothing. And the letters here are completely clean. There's nothing in the hood. I think this is a new without tags hoodie. Somebody got this for grandma and she never wore it. We got this Marlboro sign as well. This from the mid to early 90s. I think it says on here. Let's see. Yep, 1995. There are a number of these out there. Not a ton, but there are some of these out there. And certainly paid up for this thing at 10 bucks, but there are sold comps, so this thing does sell, and it's in very, very nice condition. One Clorox wipe is going to clean this whole thing off. It doesn't need much. This should sell for $25 plus shipping. I can actually probably price it a little higher because the ones that are listed right now, they have them listed way higher than they're going to sell for. So I would guess maybe $30 plus shipping for that guy. This is going to sit for a while, but I loved the look. This is probably another store filler item, a $9.99 plus shipping. This is a vintage early 90s Taz Looney Tunes tie, polyester tie, and just has a cool look. It's not your standard silk Looney Tunes tie. So I did pick this one up for $1. I think we'll make a few dollars on that around Christmas or Father's Day or something. Somebody is going to pick that up. How about this, guys? Dare stuff sells. If you can find the trucker hat, that style, that definitely sells. This one, again, $1. It's a strap back, like it's like a hook and loop on the back. It's got the American flag on the back, which is different. This is a little bit different design with this little wave here in front, a little swoop. This is probably a $20 hat, if I had to guess. I haven't looked it up yet, but this is probably a $20 plus shipping hat right here for $1. We also picked up this hat. This is probably worth a lot more. This is new. It's still got the cardboard in there. You can see it's got the genuine merchandise. So we've got the MLB tag, and we've also got the sports specialties, which they make some very nice vintage hats. This is the old Arizona Diamondbacks logo. So stuff with the old logo is going to sell pretty well. Now, unfortunately, it's a small logo. If it was a huge logo filling up the whole front, it would be better. But I would not be surprised if this were a $30 or $40 hat, actually. It's going to take a little bit, but somebody's going to come along. It's a different sort of off-white beige color. And again, remember, completely new. So this is, I might price this around 40 bucks, and we got it for $1. Also, this one for $1. I don't know if this one, I don't know the value on this one at all. Coral Gables, let's spit that out, like the country club there. It's got a little bit of dirt. We'll throw this in the wash and clean this thing up. But just a neat old vintage hat. It's got the rope on the front, so we'll get that. We've been selling a lot of hats lately, so I thought that was a neat hat to grab. This guy, you saw him back here. I can't show you because I need to replace the battery. Look. Yeah. Well, that's more than we got in the estate sale, though. Yep. Nothing. That seems to indicate that he will work. That's Caddyshack, guys. Paid up a little bit at $5, but especially around Christmas, or again, Father's Day, somebody's going to grab that for a gift, guaranteed. That's a $25, maybe $30. I'll have to look. But I'd guess it's a $25 or $30 piece. So not bad at all. In the back, Smurfs. This from 1982. Vintage pool stuff. Does very, very well. 25 cents. That was the theme of a couple of these sales. I don't think this is worth a ton. And of course, we've got to actually put some air in it and make sure it holds air. But if it does, that's probably a $19.99 piece right there. This also, I didn't even unfold it other than to find out right here, the Wet Set by Intex. Intex makes a lot of vintage pool floaty type stuff. The refreshment trays, the big lounge chairs, that sort of thing. I think this, it says floating toy. Again, we've got to see, but we paid 50 cents on this. It's just got a cool look with the sun and the palm trees, early 90s. This could be pretty valuable. This could be, again, like a $40 piece. It might not sell for a little bit because we're getting out of the season for a good chunk of the country, but this is going to sell, and we're going to make some good money off of that. Vintage pool float stuff is really, really good. This was $1. This is a vinyl Adidas bag. I think we talked about it in the estate sale there, but it's got the trefoil there. Adidas. It's got a cool sort of two-tone blue on here. It's dirty. You can see that's dirty, but I checked if the zipper works. This is all intact. It's not frayed. It's dirty is all. But because it's vinyl, it'll actually wipe right off. I think this is going to clean up really, really easy. This is going to take a little bit more, but I think we run it through the wash, it's going to be just fine, which is a good thing because this is a $50 or a $60 bag. So keep an eye out for vintage Adidas. It sells very, very well. And then we've got this guy. This is an ugly Christmas sweater. Actually, that is the brand, Ugly Christmas Sweater, or Ugly Sweater, whatever it is. We've got Santa stuck in the chimney, and Santa is showing us a little plumber crack there. So we're getting into that season. People are going to buy these for, I guess, if we have Christmas parties amid COVID. But ugly Christmas sweaters do tend to sell. And this, guys, believe it or not, again, 25 cents. For this ugly Christmas sweater. This is a medium is the size on that. And then we did get these posters. I'm going to take these and lay them out outside, and I'll show you a still frame because it's hard to unroll this thing right here. But they are Rainier, but they had a whole lot. I think you probably saw there's a lot of different beer posters in there. And this is another Rainier. This is a joint deal with Lee Riders. This is a Rainier beer, and then we have one of this kind, 3 of this one. So that's nice. I won't make a quantity listing just because the posters are going to be in slightly different condition, right? So you don't want to take pictures of one of them and they assume that nick or that tear or whatever is on all of them. So what I'll do is list one, and then I can just copy that listing. And so we'll have 3 of them up just with slightly different listings. But I think these will do pretty well. I'll have to comp them, but vintage beer posters tend to do okay. So not a bad haul, right? Very nice haul for a late Friday afternoon. You can make this thing work doing it part-time. I do it part-time. I'm making it work. If you like videos like this, this is the place for you to be. Hit the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you the next time.